So Rob Swift is still with us. Like we mentioned, his new book is out there, The City of New York.
City of Hip Hop.
So I'm sorry, City of Hip Hop. Thank you for correcting me.
You said New York because the full title is The City of Hip Hop, New York City, the Bronx, and a Peace Meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a little Freudian slip. All good.
Thank you. All right, so let's go back though. Now talk about I was as we were watching the documentary the other day, and it was y'all were up at Stretch and Bobbito's show, and the question was asked about who started the X-Men and how that all came about. For those that don't know, how did the actual original crew of the X-Men come together?
The X-Men came together in the late 1980s. Mm-hmm. The 4 original members were Steve D, Johnny Cash, Sean C, and Rock Raider. Mm-hmm. Steve D and Johnny Cash lived in the St. Nicholas area of Harlem.
Okay.
Sean C and Rock Raider lived in the Lower East Side, not Lower East Side, but the east side of Harlem,
yeah.
Closer to like Lenox, near Central Park.
Okay.
And Steve and Sean knew each other. Mm-hmm. And so they were like, let's form a group, because Steve D was entering these DJ battles in the late 80s, early 90s. And in Steve's mind, he felt as though the competitions were rigged. Because
nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing's changed. And real quick, I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. Riz, who's next to me, knows the backstories with this. But basically, Clark Kent, rest in peace. I miss you, Clark. Love you to death. Mm-hmm. Would curate these battles alongside Kevin Maxwell, who was an A&R at Tommy Boy at the time. So Clark, being the curator of a lot of these DMC seminar battles, would have proteges enter the competitions.
Right.
And for example, in 1990, a protege of Clark Kent's and the rest of the Supermen, a guy named Plastic Man, Plaz, what up, entered in 1990, and Steve D was in the same Northeast DMC battle at the car wash. Steve came in second, Plaz won, and Steve felt Plaz won because he was a Superman. Gotcha. He was being mentored by Rich, who mentored Riz as well, and Scratch and Clark.
Daddy Rich.
So they formed the X-Men to battle the Supermen.
Right.
And I got down in 1991 when I entered the East Coast DMC, the same battle, and that's where I met Riz. And Riz, dude, since that day, I've been a huge fan of DJ Riz's. Riz did this crazy routine with Funky Drummer that I remember at the DMC, wowed me and my mentor, Dr. Butcher, and next thing you know, Riz and I are friends. He's picking me up from my house, from my mom's crib, taking me to Long Island to DJ on the radio. So yeah, man, this culture of DJ battles is awesome, man, because I made some amazing friends.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of good history here. Shout out to the whole Executioners crew and X-Men crew, and the X-Men definitely grew beyond those 5 that you've mentioned,
and grew in just name and notoriety.
Yes.
I never would have thought when I was 19 and I met Riz for the first time and Clark Kent for the first time, and I'm cutting up songs, battling, and behind me is Rich and Scratch, that my career would have lasted this long, and that I would have become an author and written a book.
Amazing.
So it just goes to show that when you follow your passion, it will sustain you. You know what I'm saying? Because I never thought that DJ would support
you follow your passion.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be like the Kyle all your life.
But you do have to practice and cultivate your talent,
And you did get robbed in that DMC that we were in. You got robbed.
I appreciate you. I felt what Riz is referencing is first and second place would advance to the Chicago American Finals, and I came in third. And I personally feel I should have came in second, but hey, I'm here.
That's right.
I've had a great career, and I'm not mad.
That's right. Rob Swift. Woo. All right, we're going to go back to some music. Try to get on as many joints as we can before we get out of here. Keep it locked right here. Shade 45, rap is out of control.
Hey, yo, it's Rome Streets. You're listening to DJ Eclipse and DJ Riz on Rap is Out of Control. Sirius XM.
I don't really remember.
one. Y'all still there? We were in, right? Yeah, it was Steve.